Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my stock picks for the week of January 24th through the 28th. Before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find a value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, so before getting into my picks for this week, we're going to talk about a recap of last week, January 17th through the 21st. And everything just got thrown out of the window because the market was very, very nasty last week. I had picked Tesla, DraftKings, Triple Q, thinking maybe we can have some type of somewhat of a recovery. And the market just continued to go down and down and down. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. If you didn't see my video from yesterday about talking about the crash, it's appearing in the right hand corner of your screen here. Go ahead and take a look at it. It talks about the VIX, it talks about the fear and greed index and where I think we may be going from here. But it's going to be very, very interesting, guys, to see what in the heck happens come Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I think, is going to be a big day in the market. And it kind of goes on the pick that I have Tesla back on here. This is going to have, I think, an opportunity to move the market in a positive or negative way depending on how the earnings come out. I believe it happens on the 26th, and if they're positive, I think that we're going to see some good things. If they're negative, then that's going to be very scary for everybody, and it's crazy to think that one stock could move the market, but I think this one could have a high influence on what happens from here on out. So IQST, I think, is also setting up for a decent recovery. We're going to look at the charts on that, and we're going to take a look and see what we think moving forward, where I think we may be heading, and what would I do, for a potential swing play in this situation, okay? And then the watch list, guys, UVXY. If the market continues to tank, okay, UVXY is a play where you can make money on the market on the way down, but it is a little sketchy and risky because if the market starts recovering, this thing falls down just as fast as it shoots up, okay? So you want to kind of keep an eye on that moving forward. So, all right, guys, so that's kind of what my picks are for the week. Let's take a look at the charts and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, so looking at the S&P 500, you see here we kind of have like a little dead cat bounce. We bounced off that red SMA line. It looks like we were going to make a good recovery, came down again, and I was like, okay, it looks like kind of a W-shaped recovery. And then we had one little green candle, and all of a sudden it's like we just fell off of a cliff. All right, so the scary part is we did bust below another key support line. Okay, the encouraging thing is that we are undervalued, so typically that means temporarily we'll see some type of move to the upside. I don't know if that's going to happen Monday. We could continue to come down and test this support level here, okay? And if we do, if it falls all the way down here, I think that's going to create some good buying opportunities for a lot of companies out in the market, so keep an eye on that. But there's just so much uncertainty right now with a lot of different things. I mean, I think overall the people in the market don't have a whole lot of faith kind of in the government at this point, our administration and things like that, and the Fed. I mean, they're nervous about interest rates, they're worried about inflation, and I think they're factoring all that into the market. So let's take a look, guys, first at IQST, and this one hit a high of $1.05 for the time frame that we're in now, shot back down. We did bust below that red SMA line, which is a little concerning, but it seems like we're bouncing off of this 50-cent support level, which is some good news. I'd like to see it maybe consolidate around here before I would take an entry, but we're close to undervalued for one. For two, we're getting close to switching over from bearish to bullish on the MACD, which means typically we're going to see a little increase in price action. So if I'm going to do a swing play, I'm buying at 50 cents. I'm looking to sell at 60 or right below 60 because we could just kind of come up and bounce our head and just kind of keep going back and forth, 50 to 60, 50 to 60, right? So just, if I'm doing it this week, I'm looking at buying 50, selling at 60, and I'll call it a day. But for me, this is a longer term investment. I told you some of the videos, I covered this stock for a couple weeks that we hit $1.05. I figured we were going to come down to 50 cents. So there you go, okay? It's creating a really good, some good buying opportunities for those of you who want to average down or get in, because this company has a lot of good things going for it. Tesla, here we go, Tesla. Okay, so we broke below that 980 support level. Our next support level is 897, which is about 900. I really believe that we could see that over the next couple of days before earnings, and then when earnings comes out, if it's good, then I think that we can shoot up. So you see here 126, which is on Wednesday. That's when the earnings call is. But this is going to be very, very interesting. The biggest thing for me is we're trading below this red SMA line, and we keep getting further down. Okay, you want to see it above that red SMA line, and if you fall below it, you want to see some type of recovery where you poke your head back above it, and this thing just got pulled down. Okay, and the fact that we're just kind of hanging in between these two support and resistance levels is a little concerning for me. As you see, the volume here is pretty heavy on that selling. So there's a lot of selling going on, a lot of people, you know, cashing out, taking profits, sitting on the sideline until the market finishes correcting. Okay, a good thing is we're close to undervalued, so if we do fall down a little bit further, it's going to make for a very, very good buy, in my opinion, on Tesla. If it falls down to 900, you can get in here on a swing and ride it back up to about 980 if the earnings are good. But it's kind of risky because I really don't know what to expect. All right, but I started buying some, and every time it dips down, it falls down 10, 20 bucks, I'm buying more. If it breaks a support level, I'm buying more, and I'm going to hold it until, like I said, it's kind of a riskier play. But you see what happens, guys, historically on earnings, okay? And that's what I'm basing this play on. So you see 726, we're trading at 635. We bust up to 735, okay? Earnings here on 1020, we're trading at about 800, and it starts this massive run. We get all the way to 1250, okay? Hit a high here, now we're like constantly going down, going back and forth, back and forth. So we could fall down to 900, and hopefully the earnings, if history is going to repeat itself, if they come out and they're positive, maybe we can shoot back up and retest at 1100, and that's where I would be looking to take profits on this swing. So anyway, guys, that's my picks for this week. We'll take a look really quickly at UVXY. As you see here, it's overvalued, which typically means it's going to come back down. But if the market pulls down more, this thing's going to shoot up, and you could see it test that $22 level. Okay, but again, this one's very, very risky because historically it just falls down and decays over time with the occasional spike in volatility. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.